Hello. I want to address why so many parents feel confused and unsure of themselves when managing their child's type 1 diabetes, and provide you with a solution that solves that problem. It's completely understandable to feel uncertain. Type 1 diabetes is complex, and it's hard to feel you don't know what you're doing. As a parent, you may feel this way because you've been taught to focus on the wrong thing. My name is Beth McNally. I'm a clinical nutritionist and the mother of a son who was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 2015 at the age of 9. Most people think the secret to getting better at diabetes is to get the insulin dosing right. It's not. In this video, I will uncover what to focus on when managing T1D so you can alleviate your confusion and become a more confident and empowered caregiver. When you go to your diabetes care provider, the focus is often on insulin, adjusting insulin doses, insulin calculations, insulin to carb ratios, your child's insulin sensitivity factor, etc. Discussions center around how to get the insulin dosing right. But really, when you think about what type of medical condition T1D is, nutrition has to play a central role. Because every time your child eats, that affects blood glucose. It is the food that starts the chain reaction. Nutrition's role in T1D is the foundation which determines your diabetes outcomes. Because the factor that has the greatest impact on glycemia, and the one you have the most control over, is the food which you feed your child. The food which your child consumes will either nourish their body or aggravate their medical condition. The appropriate nutrition strategy that is tailored to the management of T1D is therapeutic carbohydrate reduction, otherwise known as low carb. This is an age-old strategy which has been used for decades for people with diabetes, but it has been lost in the last few decades as a form of treatment. Eating low-carb meals means your child consumes food that avoid rapid glucose spikes and help support blood glucose stability. And it means those foods do not require large doses of rapid-acting insulin, which safeguards your child's safety and prevents the unpredictability and variability of the insulin action and blood glucose response. And nobody teaches you this, and it can feel that you don't know who to turn to. The problem that most families have if they want to implement a low-carb way of eating is that they feel confused about where to turn, because their diabetes care team may have no idea how to support them. And this is where my Nutrition Effect program comes in. I have created an awesome program for families where you learn the skills and get the tools to successfully implement a low-carb nutrition strategy, so you can help your child get off the blood glucose roller coaster, safely strive for normal glucose levels, make type 1 diabetes more predictable and easier to manage, alleviate your stress and anxiety, and lead your child towards a brighter, healthier future. Who is this program for? It's for all parents who have a child diagnosed with T1D. I have families in my program with children right from the age of 2 all the way to children into their 20s. The program helps your family transition to a low-carb lifestyle or helps you to dial in your family's existing approach to low carb. And you get to personalize it for your family. There are so many options here. This program will help you whether your child is recently diagnosed or if you've been managing type 1 diabetes for years. Parents in past programs took the program for many reasons. They took it because they wanted to decide whether low carb was right for them. The parents have different views about how to manage T1D and wanted to learn together how they could make more informed decisions. They were following a low carb approach and felt like they were winging it or couldn't quite nail it and weren't getting the results they wanted and couldn't understand why. They were cooking multiple meals for different family members and were exhausted and wanted help. They were worried their kid wasn't eating enough and not growing properly. Their kid played sports and they wanted to know how to manage T1D and food before and after activity. Or they simply wanted to know as much as they can about managing T1D. When my parents come into the program, I know they have both shared and specific needs. And that's why I build in both group and individualized support, so you can get your questions answered and feel better about all this. I want you to feel heard and have your opportunity to share your fears, challenges, and questions through a one-on-one with me. Whether your child is newly diagnosed or you've been managing diabetes for years, by the end of this program, you will be able to manage diabetes with more confidence. You will know how to safely strive for normal, stable blood sugars, and you will have a plan in place to help you do this. When you have this, your child feels better and you have more peace of mind. The Nutrition Effect program helps you take back control. It will transform the way you manage diabetes. So what did you expect from the program? By the end of the 4-week program, you will know how to safely achieve normal blood glucose levels for your child so you can avoid or reduce the risk of diabetic complications and protect your child's future. Know exactly how different foods affect your child's blood glucose levels so you can confidently choose foods which makes diabetes easier to manage, alleviating your confusion as to what to feed your child. Understand the appropriate types of insulin to use paired with low-carb meals, and about the importance of how insulin dosing must be adjusted for a low-carb lifestyle, so you can gain confidence about using the correct insulin in the correct way and provide a safer environment. Know the best foods to feed your child so they're well nourished, they can think clearly, have a stable mood, and grow to their full potential. Plus, this helps you make sure your family is not bored with what you're eating, can learn to try new foods, and get the nutrients they need to thrive. Be able to shop and create menu plans with confidence, saving you time and effort and making you feel confident that your family is on the right track. Have all the info at your fingertips so you don't have to go searching for it in books or online, or be worried whether the source is credible. And finally, you will have the tools and skills so you can teach and confidently prepare your child for when it is time for them to manage T1D on their own, giving you peace of mind and hope for your child's future. I get it if you're scared or thinking, I don't know if I can do this. I felt exactly the same way when I first started. I was scared. This program surrounds you with support so you won't feel alone. So you get the support and answers you need, because T1D land can feel like a lonely place. This is a 4-week program which I offer, which will transform your child's future. It's 4 weeks for the rest of your child's life. The deadline to enroll in the next Nutrition Effect program is fast approaching, and I don't want you to miss out. So for more info and to enroll, click on the link below. I look forward to welcoming you and to you gaining the confidence and peace of mind you seek.